CLC run අය හදිස්සියට පරිස්සම්ම නැහැ. මුල් දවස් 10ට පොලිය ගන්නෙත් නැහැ.
Yesterday, the country's Importers Association issued an urgent appeal to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, calling for immediate assistance to help them clear up over 1,000 containers full of essential food items stuck in the port of Colombo. With an estimated $110 million needed by importers every month to clear their goods, right now the government or the central bank are unable to do anything about the issue at present. With the central bank banking on an inflow of around $1.5 billion before the end of the month from China, the message to the importers right now is to bear it up until this happens. Yesterday, Trade Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena too offered an assurance that the issue will be sorted out by the new year. With that, the central bank issued a revision of its operating instructions for commercial banks on mandatory dollar conversions yesterday, increasing the previous 10% requirement to 25%. According to the new rule, licensed banks are required to sell 25% of any inward remittances converted to rupees and mandatory residual export proceed conversions until further notice. Further, foreign currency held by the general public converted into Sri Lankan rupees until the 31st of December 2021 too will fall under these guidelines. The new rule that came into immediate effect as of yesterday has already drawn some criticism on social media. Samagi Janabalawege parliamentarian Dr. Harshadi Silva took to social media to critique the move and warned that it could aggravate an already precarious net foreign asset situation of licensed banks. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's central bank has announced an extension of its $200 million credit line to Sri Lanka by a further 3 months after the first 3-month tenure of the loan expired this month. According to a Bangladeshi news outlet, the renewal comes in response to requests from their Sri Lankan counterparts. Currently, Sri Lanka's interest payment for the Bangladeshi loan stands at 2% plus the London Interbank offered rate, but if the second 3-month tenure expires, it will automatically rise to 2.5% plus the LIBOR. In the meantime, the central bank has also issued a warning to expat workers with regards to remittances, warning them of falling foul of the country's anti-money laundering and countering financing of terrorism laws. A notice posted on the central bank's official Twitter page by its financial intelligence unit put migrant workers on notice for using unofficial remittance avenues, warning them that they could fall prey to criminal networks and end up losing their hard-earned money or face legal action for being party to a criminal act. However, it's bound to be a very hard choice for Sri Lanka's workers overseas, with the current black market rate of between 245 to 250 rupees, an easy choice compared to the 202 rupees and 99 cents the central bank has it pegged at. And with inflation and the cost of living on the up as well, that 45 rupees makes a world of a difference.